Good Monday morning. For those of you who may not have known, I am a Green Bay Packer fan. And I get excited about the games. And I'm really happy when they win, and I'm frustrated when they lose. There's a lot of competition on the field, between the teams, and even between fans. You may be a fan of a different team. And we may have a friendly competition between one another as to who's the best fan, who's the loudest fan, who's the truest fan. But in the end, it's all a game. And while you and I can have this competition between each other, it doesn't change our value as human beings. I don't think of you as less of a person because you're a fan of a different team. Whether your team wins or loses, or mine wins or loses, it doesn't make us better people because we're fans of that team, right? Yesterday, I talked about the difference between theology of glory and theology of the cross. And theology of glory says that success should be awarded and failure should be prevented at all means. Maybe even denying failure. Because success means that you are more valuable as a human being, and failure means you are less valuable. I was in that mindset for a long period of time. I was trying to climb the corporate ladder in competition with everybody else around me. Because once you get to the top of that ladder, it means you've won. And everybody else are losers. And winning is important because that means you are important. More important. I remember hearing an announcer one time during a Super Bowl saying, "Nobody remembers who loses the Super Bowls." Well, that means that one team out of all of the teams in the NFL, that one team that wins the Super Bowl, that they are acceptable and everybody else is not. It's okay in a game. But when it becomes part of our society, and it is, it becomes a bit of an issue. Because the theology of the cross says that God comes to us not just when we succeed, but God comes to us in our darkest moments, in our failures, when we've hit rock bottom. That is when God can create new life. Not in the successes. Successes are reasons to celebrate for sure, but it doesn't make us more valuable as human beings. Because you see, God created everything. God created the world, the air, the plants, the water, all of it. It's all owned by God. There's nothing we can do to earn ownership in God's creation. God loves each and every one of us, whether we win or lose, equally. And the creation was developed so that all of us would manage what is God's to the best of our ability to help one another live in peace and in unity. And when we are in competition with one another, it's pretty hard to see the other person as lovable. It's pretty hard to put an equal value on them as we do ourselves. We prefer to differentiate. We prefer to say, this is why I'm more important. This is why I'm better. Oh, I don't want to be like that person. As if that person is not as valuable as you and me. So today, I would ask that you take a few moments to think about where in your life you see yourself in competition with others. And is it beyond a game? And what does either winning or losing that competition mean to you? You are a loved child of God as you are. Can you change habits or practices that might be healthier? Yes. Does it change your value in God's eyes? No. God cannot love you more and cannot love you less as you are. You are acceptable to God. So, what is there to prove? Are we trying to prove to other people that we're acceptable, worthy, lovable? Might we even be trying to prove it to ourselves that we are? You have a great day, and I will be back on Wednesday. God bless you. Goodbye.